2-2. And he got him on a 99-mile-an-hour heater. So the Rockies go in order in the ninth, and in this rubber game, they fall 4-3. And it's pretty simple when you look back on this one. The Rockies will lament the two opportunities where they had runners in scoring position and no one out in the fourth and eighth inning. It did not capitalize.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. But I'm here today to say good things about the Rockies and their 3-game series against the Dodgers. All three decided by 1 run. Very competitive games. And if there was going to be any game last night that was going to be a blowout, it was going to be last night. Gabriel Hughes, who's making his first start for the Rockies, he debuted on July 3rd in that 15-3 blowout. So pitched well there, but, not a big pressure game. This was different. And he was terrible in the first inning. I mean, it was a disaster. Threw something like 40 pitches, saw 8 batters, gave up 3 runs. I mean, it was a disaster. But the dude settled in, and it was no runs until the bottom of the 8th, and that was Sensatella. But Gabriel Hughes had every reason in the book to suck, and he didn't. And that's important. And after the game, Warren Schaefer was praising Hughes, saying, good job, man. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why they could have given up the ship.
What'd you see from him?
Gosh, Gabe Hughes was fantastic today. You never know how someone's going to react to their first start, the first time in Dodger Stadium, first time against that really good lineup. I think first inning he nibbled a little bit. Didn't do exactly what he wanted to do. And then completely flipped the script going back out there for the second and attacked hitters and just said, here, hit me. And it went really well for me. He retired 15 out of the next 16, 14 in a row. I thought it was a great first start for Gabe Hughes. He sees right off the bat that he can pitch against anybody.
You got to love the...
This is an important moment for the Rockies because he's somebody, Gabe Hughes, somebody they really need to produce. They need Chase Dollander to get healthy. They need Gabe Hughes to be productive. This is the justifications of first-round picks as pitchers. You need these guys to be productive. So all Rockies fans should be big Gabe Hughes fans and root for this young man. So I am, and I look at this 3-game set with the Dodgers and the fight back. You're down 3-0, but you're not giving up. I absolutely love it. Kyle Caros in front of his dad, who's a Dodgers broadcaster, completely on fire.
This ball's well hit left center field by Caros, and he's done it again against Sasaki. And he's done it again against the Dodgers. That's his 4th career home run against his hometown team, and it's 3-1.
All right, and then it wouldn't stop. Julian comes up.
Julian hits his high and deep right center field. This is going to sail out. Here come the Rockies. It's a 1-run game for Julian, his 3rd of the year. And you know what this does, Corey Sullivan? It puts the element of doubt right back in Sasaki's mind after that 1-2-3 first. There's no question.
So there you go. It's 3-2. They would tie it at 3-3, and then the two teams would sort of battle until the end. And at the end of the day, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a great team, and Sensatella gives up the cookies.
Another 3-2. And a base hit to center, and the Dodgers take a 4-3 lead as Edman scores.
I'm hoping that the Rockies just mature a little bit, having a runner on third with less than 2 outs in the 4th and the 8th inning. You've got to get those runners in. You got to do it. You can't strike out. And Hunter Goodman was one of those guys that did strike out. But overall, the battle of the offense is very positive.
Obviously didn't hold throughout the game, but the response of your offense in the second inning, couple of home runs, and just battling the way back into it. What did you think about how the offense did early.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a response after the 3 spot to get right back in it with 2 and then tie it up 3-3. Listen, I mean, we've been the best team in the league scoring runners from third with less than 2 outs this year. And tonight we just had a tough time doing it. 4th inning, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, 2 punch outs. 8th inning, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, no runs. So we know that we need to execute better to win, especially here. And we just didn't do it tonight. We've been doing it a lot lately, though. I'll tell you that. We've been doing it a lot. Just tonight, it didn't happen.
You know, last year at this time, we were wondering if they would set the record for worst team of all time. And they eventually climbed up to 43 wins. Listen, it's small baby steps, but they have 38 wins as it stands right now. And while that's not great, they're not actually technically in last place. The Angels are at 37 and 56. And with 38 wins, they have the same amount of wins as the Giants. The Giants have fewer losses. So they're technically a game behind the Giants. Well, they have 4 games against the Giants starting tonight before the All-Star break. And I'm looking forward to what they can do against the Giants. I think that should be an exciting set. In terms of other teams, the Reds at 42 wins, that's capable of catching. The Mets at 39 wins, you could pass them. The Diamondbacks at 45 wins, that might be a stretch because they're basically a 500 team, and the Rockies aren't quite there. But then if you look at the American League, the Athletics with 41 wins, Kansas City with 38, Detroit with 42, the Orioles and Red Sox both with 42. Listen, man, if the Rocks go on a run, all these teams are within reach. And it is mission 63. I love that concept. To not lose 100 games would be a 20-game improvement. And right now, the Rockies are on pace to do that. Listen, 5-5 in their last 10. They're cutting down their run differential, which is kind of cool. They're minus 80, which is still worse in baseball. But, actually, no, I take that back. My bad. The Athletics are minus 81. So they're not the worst in that category. And they're 7 behind the Giants, who they could pass in that category coming up. Listen, I don't want to just get ridiculous here and too hyperbolic or maybe overly optimistic. But when you are the Rockies and you battle what you did against the Dodgers, including finally winning a game in LA, losing a game in extra innings, and sadly losing a game in the 8th inning, but 3 one-run games against the best team in baseball, a team that's giving you absolute fits, that's competitive. That's exciting. That is high-quality baseball. And when you're getting production from a younger starting pitcher, making his first start ever against the Dodgers in LA and had a terrible first inning. But for him to suck it up and sort of battle through and give the team a chance, that's what I'm talking about. So, again, I'm telling you, if you're not entertained or excited by this Rockies team, you just don't like baseball. That's all there is. And it's going to be a little heartbreaking at the trade deadline to see good guys go, but you're going to have to do it. And the guys that I'm looking at, Senzatella's one of them, Moniak, McCarthy probably. If Tyler Freeman could get any action somewhere, the older guys. And I'm not opposed to Tovar. Tovar, for whatever reason, has hit a brick wall. A guy like Willie Castro. All these guys will be a bummer to give up because of how well they've played. But Karros and Rumfield, and you cannot trade Goodman. You cannot trade him. And hopefully Dollander comes back healthy, and we hope the best for Hughes, that he'll be something. And then you see, Jordan Beck will be a young guy coming up. Never mind Charlie Condon and Zach Veen, who are doing great in the minors, who eventually will be elevated. I like it. And then of course, unfortunately, Ethan Holiday had that injury, but you see him as a longer play, perhaps at shortstop. Can you feel it? Can you feel the good vibes? I hope so. I hope you can, because I certainly felt it with this series against the Dodgers, and I hope it keeps going. We're brought to you by Journey Spice. You can use this QR code and go to Amazon.com, where if you use the code OFFSEASON26, you will save yourself 10% on everything. Off season 26. I love Journey Spice. Myself and Chad Brown will be on later today for Altitude Football to talk about the craziness of Sean Payton in that article by Seth Wickersham. And of course, Chad is a genius cook, so he knows and can go with the best, and that is Journey Spice. Love you, Journey Spice. Love you, Andon and Rosen. So get yourself that Journey Spice. And get yourself, if you haven't paid attention yet, and this is all fallen on deaf ears, I mean, I get it. The Rockies have to earn their way back with wins. But if you watch how they're playing, my goodness, there is so much to look forward to.
Now stop the play. At first you're thinking,
why is he not throwing it?
yeah, hey, yo, get down. Come on, man.
Yeah.